Greetings dear ones, I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. The question could also be, is there a limit to thinking? How high can you think? Now this is a question most would say, well, of course not. The human being can think as high as they wish. There have been brilliant people all over history, brilliant intellect. The inventors of your time have shown this to be true. I'm not talking about those who are anomalies, dear ones. I'm talking about humanity in general. Have you ever had this thought, is it possible that spirit limits your intellect, or the ability to think higher? And here is the answer. The answer is no. You do. I want to present something that is very interesting perhaps to many, and for those who have never thought of it before, perhaps you should think of it. There is a limit indeed to how high you can think. That is to say, what is it that you could conceive of normally, that then is beyond that, and can you go there on a regular basis? And the answer is that consciousness is energy, and this energy packet that you call the now or humanity, has a limit to how far you can think, how high you can think. If you had to assign a vibration to it, it's limited to a certain vibration. It's almost like a ceiling you cannot get past. You have seen those who can get past it. And this is how you know I'm right, because indeed there are anomalies of exceptionally brilliant people that will come in and run circles around the logic of the day and come up with things that you had never thought of, that can think much, much higher. These are the ones who have given you the concepts of physics that no one thought of but them, and you see them come and you see them go. This would tell you that there is the possibility of thinking higher than humans normally think. But the question is this, is there a limit in general to that which is thought? If you look at that energy packet that we have just given you called the energy of the consciousness of today, the answer is that you are limiting it because those are the attributes of that conscious energy, whatever you want to call it, energy A, energy B, conscious A, conscious B. There is a limit to your thinking. I want to present something that many of you have never thought of. Are you aware that many of the inventions on this planet happened all at the same time around the planet? What do you think causes that? I will tell you that when an invention is ready to be revealed, that not just one inventor gets it. This is often the case. You might say, well, this is the person that invented this. This is the person that invented this. But if you start looking into it, you will find that the concept of the invention, whatever it is, was probably being worked on all over the planet at the same time. And the revelation of that invention quite often is whoever gets there first of many. Now if you are from this continent, like my partner is, you know of the Wright brothers who basically you will say invented powered flight. And so you will look at what they did at that place called Kitty Hawk and you will see what they had accomplished. Now if you look into history, you will find out that they only beat the French inventors by 2 weeks. They were on the same track. They were going to do the same thing, but the Wright brothers, they got there first. So, did they think of it and invent that? And the answer is, not really. They were among many working on the same thing and simply got there first. Who discovered radio? Now if you start to look that up, you'll find there is an argument you might say on who it was, because there were 2 who discovered and presented at the same time. That's how close it was. So what does this mean to you? Is it possible then that inventions are then received and worked on the planet basically at the same time? And the answer would be yes, even unto that which is atomic power. That was starting to be realized almost universally by the think tanks of physics in the 30s and the 40s of whether this could happen or not. What you think happened is not exactly true. It didn't come from one place, from one group. It came from all over the planet, but only one group then developed it. So why I am telling you this is to say you should know that there is indeed a ceiling on how you can conceive things, on how what you would say strong the impulses are for new inventions and for you to discover new things, and you might not realize that you can't think above a certain level. It's almost like you're hitting a ceiling. So, here is what I want to give to you today. If you will acknowledge that this is probably so, if it were not, evolution would take you into places that you've never been just because you could think yourself there. There is a ceiling to your intellect, to how brilliant you are, to the human brain, but that is starting to change.